You said the purpose of international rescue was to tackle disasters that nobody else could, but as time goes on, the bar for that description may rise.
Father, I've just received another distress call. Brains, you're right. Thunderbirds 1 and 2 cannot operate independently, and they both can't be everywhere at once. Perhaps we really do need to start expanding.
A Category 4 hurricane will strike the town of Jerusalem.
Who is this speaking?
I've met some of your friends long ago. Do you not remember?
I don't.
We've all been in some crazy places before, but this one just hit me different.
I know, Gordon. I know. But that's what our job is all about. Nobody asked us to do this. We save lives because we need to. Boys, it pains me to know that you might not come back from each mission you take on, but I think we can all agree that it's been for the better.
So I would like to present the first draft of the International Rescue Recruitment Process.
Would you like to hear what will happen to Juby Felix on August 19th?
Hello? My name is Juby Felix. I need help. Please.
What the?
You there, Stanley? Copy. All systems are green. You have clearance to proceed. So, before you need to start focusing, what exactly are you trying to accomplish here? You're using Compound 9, right? What gave you the notion that a chemical weapon ingredient could cure anything, let alone the most notoriously difficult virus in the whole facility? You shouldn't let the nurses scare you, Stan. Yeah, Compound 9 is a rare substance used in gas bombs, but it is also an incredibly helpful element if you know what you're doing. With the right handling, it's a core element in curing various cancers. And if it's not, then you have a corrosive gas that's highly difficult to contain. But relax, Compound 9 isn't strong enough to melt anything. It just causes burns. I'm ready now. Start recording. This is Dr. Gene Sable proceeding with Sleuth Virus Test 1. Virus sample and Compound 9. Beginning now. And the results are... Come on, nothing? Stay professional, Gene. You're on camera. Sorry, it's just... What else can I possibly try? It's like this virus is invincible. See, the problem is, no matter how many tests we run, no matter how many things we try, we can't determine what exactly this virus is. It's clearly some sort of tangible bacteria. It's visible in Owen's throat and lungs, and even some of his stomach. But we just can't tell what it is. Sorry, I just don't want to give up on Owen. He's the hardest case we've seen here, and it's clear he's suffering, and... Gene? I'll continue the session by running some more of the standard tests of the sample. And hopefully
Gene!
Stan, I'm trying to give my report.
You idiot! Your beaker's smoking!
Ugh! Holy... That's new. The smoke shouldn't be that corrosive. Shoot, if this stuff's strong enough to melt the solid metal, my suit won't hold up to it. Stan? Talk to me. What's going on in there? That smoke is melting everything in the room. It's pouring out of a drain like a hose. I don't want that stuff spreading through the pipes. You better shut off the water. That's a sound idea. No, that's impossible. Don't be vague, Stan. What's wrong? Level 5 Biohazard. All staff and patients move to sectors E, F, G, and H. Emergency shields will be closing imminently. Stay far away from all water sources and drains. Gene, you're the last one left. Get to the next sector, or I'll have to shut you out. No need, Stan. I can make it. Ugh. I'm good, Stan. You got a good set of legs on you, Gene. Ran track and field in 5th grade. Probably saved my life. Any idea what happened back there? I don't know, but we're not out of the woods yet. I don't know how, I don't know why, but somehow, the smoke that was emitting from Gene's beaker is spreading rapidly throughout the water pipe system, and is now pouring out of a majority of drains in the facility. A majority? After checking the spread of the smoke on a map, the smoke has spread through 60% of the facility. I've managed to stop the smoke from spreading by shutting off the water in the contaminated sections, but since the smoke has filled so much of the facility, I hate to say it, but all exits to the surface are cut off. All of them? Yes, sir. And you're sure there's no way we can get someone through there? I witnessed the smoke firsthand, sir, and it was strong enough to melt the metal cabinets. It didn't start until I mixed the virus sample with Compound 9, a hazardous substance used in chemical weapons. I've got a bad feeling it's got something to do with this. Have you activated the cleansing sprinklers? Yes, sir, but it doesn't seem to be having any effect. We've run the numbers, sir, and we have enough oxygen to last a week, but all our food and water sources have been cut off. I'll give it 3 days until staff kicks the bucket. Less than 1 for the patients. We'll have to send for help. I don't know where the patients will go right now, but they can't stay here. Who in the world could get us out? We're deep underground, in the most remote place on Earth. I'll organize contained transport for the patients, but yes, it'll take some great minds to reach us in the first place. I suppose we could send for the... No, never mind. I know just who could get us out of here. Still with us, Dad? Oh. Sorry, boys. I've been at this for a long time now. You've been pushing yourself lately, Dad. It's not fun seeing you like this. I know, Virgil. I know. But I need to give my all to keep this organization running. By the look of it, I've still got quite a few more resumes to go through. You can't just use that excuse for everything, Dad. You can't get anything done if you're barely operating. Still, I know how you feel. You've been under a lot of pressure lately. We've opened job applications for the first time. We've got more people watching us than ever before. And you know, then there's the nut job who's called us twice about an emergency before it actually happens. Oh, come on. You guys are just letting him get to your heads. The messenger probably isn't as important as you guys think. He's just a taunt with some good sources. Stop calling him that. It makes him sound like some cheap supervillain. Now this is something I'll set my work down for. Okay, John, let's have it. A call just came in from a Clark Dyson quarantine and research facility, Father. I think it would be better for you to hear the story from a head controller there first. You might want to call Brains in. The Clark Dyson Quarantine and Research Facility is home to the most dangerous and contagious illnesses in the world. The patient whose virus sample triggered the smoke has a particularly minor amount of information on it, and it's already proved to be incredibly hazardous.
I understand, Controller. No matter the risk, we can't let your patients and staff perish. I'll send 2 ships to evacuate everyone inside, and we'll transfer them off to the WHO transport team bit by bit.
You're a miracle worker, sir. We'll be awaiting your arrival.
Well, boys, you heard the situation. The facility is mostly underground, so everyone is trapped in the rear sectors due to the smoke. There's a great risk of contamination involved, and some of the patients are immobile, so we'll have to handle this situation real delicately. What's the action, Father? With the unknown nature of the virus that started this mess, we'll undeniably need to learn more about it to ensure it's dealt with properly. I'm sorry, Brains, but that means we'll need you on site to help analyze it.
That's fine, Mr. Tracy. Though I can't do much without a solid platform to work off of. I'd need to know more about the virus that started this to be of any help.
Of course, but there's not much we can do. If this team of world-renowned scientists couldn't figure out what this thing is, it's gonna be a real tough nut to crack.
But we can't just expect Brains to make something out of nothing, can we? We need to find out more on what led up to this guy getting sick. If that smoke started when the sample mixed with a chemical weapon ingredient, we might be dealing with something bigger than we can tell.
I see where you're coming from, Alan. I've got a bad feeling that there's more to this than meets the eye.
Well, what can we do, Father?
If we need to learn more about this virus, we'll need someone with an eye for facts well beyond just science. And we have just the person.
Lady Penelope speaking.
Long time no see, Penny. I finally got another job for you.
Oh, Jeff. It's been so long since I went out on the field. To what do I owe the pleasure?
There's a guy at a specialized quarantine facility with a virus that nobody's been able to find the cause of, and an experiment on a sample of it just filled more than half the place with a corrosive smoke. I know this is an unorthodox request, but I was wondering if you could try and find out more on what this stuff is and how it infected him.
Sounds rather unusual. I'd be all for having a go at it.
Thanks, Penny. Brains will owe you a lot for the help. I'll get John to connect you with the patient in just a moment.
FAB, Jeff.
Right. That's settled. Scott, you'll take Brains with you to the facility. We need to take a sample of that smoke if we want to get anywhere. Virgil, take Pod 5 with a mole ICV and create a path into the facility. You and Scott will work together to extract everyone inside to be brought to a temporary World Health Organization containment center. Are we clear? Crystal. Nothing we can't handle. Good. Now you'd better be on your way. You've got your work cut out for this one.
Thunderbird 5 here.
Hello, John. What's the news? I'm about to speak with the patient whose virus started the smoke. I expect you want to hear what he has to say.
Quite, John. I will be listening.
Owen, International Rescue would like to ask you some questions about your illness. Do you feel well enough to speak?
Yeah. I'll talk if it helps him.
Okay. Just take it easy, and let me know if you need to stop.
Hello, sir. I'm from International Rescue. I'm here to ask you a few questions.
Go ahead.
Can you tell me what you were doing in the days leading up to your infection?
Let's see.
I spend most of my days fishing. So that's what I was mostly doing until I got sick. I always go Saturday and Sunday to the same spot in this remote woodland area near where I live. There's this long river there where I have the most luck catching anything. And did anything unusual happen during that time? For sure. But they wouldn't tell you that. Owen, stick to what he asks you. We don't need to get into the plane again.
No, please. What's this about a plane?
What's this about? I'll tell you what, pal. A plane crashed in that same river 4 days before I got sick. Owen? Let me finish. Pal, nobody believes me when I say this, but I'm sure that crash had something to do with my sickness. It's like it leaked fuel or something into the water, or I don't know what. Sir, we've checked with the team that investigated the crash, and they assured us that it had no hazardous impact on the location. There is no possible way it could have infected Owen to such a lethal degree. I understand, sir, but we don't know anything about this virus right now, so we can't rule this crash out yet. Owen, you mentioned that an investigation was carried out to check for any environmental contamination. Yes, we advised some decontamination specialists to inspect the area shortly after Owen was admitted here. They kept me informed through the process. They predicted there was a high chance that there had been some sort of biohazard in the area, but they found nothing of risk. Still, they sounded really worried in that short time. But it amounted to nothing. That's all that matters. I see. Still, you're right to be worried, Owen. Thank you. You're the first person who actually believes me on it. Let's take a break, Owen. You're working yourself up. That was certainly enlightening.
You said it.
I'd like to contact this decontamination team directly to ask about their findings. That would be a good starting point for investigation. Sounds serious, sir. What day did you say this happened?
August 10th.
I'll have a look for you. Ah, yes. Air Cargo Flight 349. Investigation held. No risk discovered. No further action taken. The investigation was ordered out of protocol, as there was a minimal chance of hazardous substances polluting the area. Minimal? That's funny, ma'am. We were told by the ill patient that the area was predicted to be at high risk. Well, I'm looking at the file right now, and it clearly states that it wasn't of concern. I can send you the case file to have a look for yourself. Who told you this information anyway?
Her source says they were told by this man named Michael Garrison.
Michael Garrison left the company shortly after the plane crash.
Can you get me in contact with him?
No, we don't have his file on hand anymore. If you want my take, he was probably telling lies to your quarantine friend, and got let off because of it. I see. Thank you anyway. We'll gladly take that case file. I'll be hanging up now.
Have a nice day.
What do you make of that, Lady Penelope? It seems someone's got a bad story. I suppose we can't rely on word of mouth in a case like this. I say we investigate the plane crash site ourselves. As in, go to the scene? What if there really is a biohazard risk there? I'll speak to Brains about how to stay safe. I don't need to go straight into the crash site. I'll just have a look around with my drone. I guess that could work. Alright, Lady Penelope. Let's do it. FAB, John. I'll be leaving now. Oh, Parker, are you out there? You called, m'lady? Yes, Parker. Get the Rolls Royce. We're heading to the United States.